Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, y'all already know it's peace and blessings. I'm going to give y'all some time to tune in. First things first, want to wish everybody a happy Friday. Hope everybody's having a blessed one. Hopefully, everybody's made it to their destination or making it to their destinations. You already know, bro. Squad up. Hope everybody done made to their destinations. Yeah, my bad. I sound like this again for the second time this week. Your boy almost got caught in the rain trying to make it to his destinations. But it is what it is. At least it ain't like the other day. So, but I appreciate those who tuned in last night. Even though I deleted the video, last night was supposed to be poetry night, open mic, and all of that, but I deleted the video. Honestly, yesterday my mind wasn't fully there. That's why I did what I did. Some point I might be making some revamps on a few things. So that's part of another reason why I kind of sounded the way I sounded to some degree. Again, apologies to those who might have thought I was sad. And I wasn't sad, trust me. Compared to New Year's, I wasn't sad. I just was in my bag as far as thinking. You know, some things I definitely want to revamp, some things I want to do, definitely want to bring to the platform. It doesn't matter. Because at this point, I'm going to start showing people the examples like I've been saying. I appreciate those who tuned in for yesterday anyway, for the morning live, and, you know, just rocking with me, period. Um, for those who was in there, yeah, we had fun last night until the fun squad came in and messed up things. But let this be a public service announcement that still doesn't stop the show. I'm gonna do what I feel is best. So it is what it is. Um, I'm basically gonna reiterate part of yesterday morning's live because I feel that's definitely a topic that still needs to be pressed. Some of you parents really need to get on the ball and really get in tune with your kids. And if you ain't even in tune with yourself, how could you be in tune with your kids? I just thought about that. Some of y'all not even in tune with yourselves, so you don't care how your kid come out. You don't care what your kid gets into. You don't care if that could possibly end up having them locked up for life or dead. And I think that's a sad notion. I see you, Letitia. Blessings. Top of the morning. Um, I find it sad because again, you got some of these kids and some of these young adults that could be more in life than what they are, but because of the backgrounds, or even sometimes just because of the ill choices that they just decide to make anyway, you know, it's always going to be that little uphill and upscale battle, you know. Hey, I see you, Tanya, top of the morning. Blessings. Trying to, well, I'm out of the rain, but not out of the rain. Trying to wipe down my phone, too. It just came out of nowhere while I was doing my little morning walk. That was the sad part. Again, like the other day, but at least it's not pouring. So, but again, this is the notion I've been seeing. This is the things that I've always come across. Some of you parents will walk around here with your heads held high like your shit don't stink. Meanwhile, one of your kids could be the neighborhood fucking menace, and you ain't even trying to check it. You just gonna let them do whatever it is they do and fuck up their entire life. When I feel that's a sad notion. It is. Again, you should want to inspire your kids and inspire them to be greater things in life than just a waste of space. Sorry to say it like that. Gotta teach them more than what you teaching them outside of music and just certain street shit. You have to teach them everything. You want them to be better, you gotta teach them better. You gotta be better yourself sometimes. And some of y'all need to get in tune with yourselves again because If you're not fully in tune with yourself, you ain't even fully in tune with what's going on with your own family, you know? And that's the real sad notion. It's real sad when you think about it. You know, you want to see some of these young folks do better. But then again, some of y'all gonna have to stop making the rash decisions. And again, we know some people go a certain route because of the background that they came from. If you, like I was saying, you one of those single mothers that are spiteful and that vindictive, and you not gonna let the person that you laid down with try to be a father, then what does that say about your own overall character? And you can take this how you want to take it because it's logic. At the end of the day, the kids need both mother and father, whether they living in the same house or not. They still need their parents. That should be something that should be sticking in some of y'all heads. But then again, like I said, if it's along the lines of you find out he's a pedophile or pervert, or if you find out that he into some shit that you know could possibly get y'all hurt and possibly have all of y'all in harm's way, then by all means, you do what you see fit because, yes, you must protect your kids at all costs. But if you know for a fact this person is more than willing, even if they ain't the best of fathers, if they willing to be in a child's life and do whatever, let them do so. That's the problem now, because some of y'all refuse to listen to logic. When people say that you need both parents, you need both fucking parents. Because at the end of the day, they gonna want to fucking know why this family ain't as strong as it should be. Now, that's a difference if y'all just really can't get along and everything went a different way, then guess what? You still got to put y'all differences aside and worry about the fucking child. Whether you want to hear that shit or not, but you're going to hear it. I see you, Vanessa. Blessings. Top of the morning. You already know, really salute, my guy. You know, like I said, that's something that should be resonating in your heads. Stop being so spiteful. Stop being so childish. Stop being vindictive. If you know you got somebody that's definitely trying to fucking step up and do what they need to do, then let them step up and do what they need to do. And the problem with some of y'all, again, is your fucking pride. Your pride gets in the way of a lot of things sometimes. Pride could be good, but then the pride could be bad. You letting your pride and your emotions overlook everything else that's the most important fucking picture. The most important picture at the end of the day, it's not about y'all no more. It's about the kid or the kids, depending on how many you got. It's just that simple. Your Uncle L, salute. I see you, Elizabeth. Blessings. But this is just something truthful, though. You have to take that into consideration, man. Some of these people are the way they are now because of the backgrounds. And then you figured even when some of them got old enough, they would figure out and look and see the error of their ways and try to correct that. But then the cycle still keeps going. Because now when you bring kids in the world, you not fully there the way you're supposed to be there. Some of y'all parents, and I'm calling it down the middle again. I'm gonna say this for some of y'all brothers out there. Y'all got kids, you claim you love your kids, show them that you love them. And part of the ways you show them that you love them, you don't go to jail for sucker shit. You don't get wrapped up in shit that you don't need to. And you don't get yourself in the shit that could possibly get you killed. You want to show these kids that you love them for real, y'all gonna have to get on the bull. And I'm talking about some of y'all that's in the streets too tough. Y'all claim y'all love y'all family, but then again, you don't love them that much if you taking them chances that you know you shouldn't be taking. Or doing the shit that you know could have a fucking negative impact. Like I said, y'all have to take certain things into deep thought and consideration. Because again, how can we expect certain things to change when we still getting the same dynamics? You know? And I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all brothers need to stop trying to do dumb shit, especially if you got a newborn or if you got kids. Your kids should want to see you not locked up. No kid should have to fucking go visit either parent locked up. Period. That's a fucking that's a weird, trust me, I know that. That's a weird ass feeling. And then think about it in the long run. Now, when you leaving with these kids, they thinking y'all all leaving together. Nope, y'all leaving, and this person is still staying behind bars. So that right there is a fucking a hurt right there. Period. That's a hurt right there for anybody. You know, I'm just saying, like, it's really time to stop fumbling the ball on certain things and really start opening up the dynamics and the aspects that should be open. Again, no kid at no circumstance should not have at least two parents raising them. I don't care if y'all not together. Again, it's about the kid, not you. And guess what? When y'all both are doing selfish sucker shit, eventually that kid gonna resent both of y'all because you both couldn't keep it real with yourselves and you couldn't keep it real with them. You got some women who are lying, telling these kids that they fathers ain't shit or they fathers is dead, etc., etc. They father done moved on in life or they father done left them and knowing damn well they fucking lying. And I've seen this shit happen on multiple occasions where your motherfuckers is lying. Why are you lying? If you know you got a baby father that's trying to do his best and really trying to be there, why the fuck are you keeping them away from the kid? Like I said, it's just certain selfish acts that needs to be thrown out the window when there's a kid involved now. Because it ain't about y'all. And I wish y'all would wake the fuck up and see that shit. It's not about y'all no more. You know, it's a real horrifying view that you see every day. And it's, like I said, some of you brothers, especially if you know, yeah, I want to definitely watch my kids grow. I want to see my kids do this and do that. Then keep yourself out the penile system. Nigga, if you don't have to go back there, don't go back there. Yo, James, salute. For those who just tuned in, y'all already know, hit the like button. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this live day. I just feel like I want to finish off when I started yesterday. And again, it's multiple different aspects on why shit is plaguing the community the way it's plaguing it. And part of it is that. Because some of you women are already causing the division. I can't say all of y'all. The ones that I'm saying are vindictive and that fucking, like, no, that overbearing. No, y'all still causing division as we speak. Because your toxic behavior, your toxic thinking is not just affecting the people around you, it's affecting your kids. At some point, y'all gonna have to take that into consideration. Like I said, no kid should have to worry about that at all. No kid. And like I said, unless it's along the lines of yeah, the father is a danger to you and the kids. The father is on any type of paper or registry. I can understand that. But everything else, I don't understand. Oh, because y'all can't get along, or because y'all having fallouts about certain. All right, well, guess what? That's everybody. Or because that person don't want to be with you no more and decides they still want to try to do the best thing possible for their kids, and you be upset. You can't get upset. This is a two-way street. I've seen some women who have literally been upset because this person has moved on, told them that they moving on, telling them they trying to do the best things possible, and they want to try to still build their family. But then in the same notion, y'all get upset about shit. Now I feel like this to a degree. There should be no reason under no circumstances. And even with some of the men too, like, you know what you're getting yourselves into. And if you think you don't know what you're getting yourself into, you need to fucking pay attention to the signs. Again, certain things come out of lust and just out of it was in the heat of the moment. No, you got to think clear. Fuck the heat of the moment. A heat of the moment situation ain't gonna help you prepare for 9 months later. And it definitely ain't gonna help you prepare for if you do have a 9 months. Yeah, guess what? Now you gotta really be on parent time. So it doesn't help. Yo, the Stone was good, my guy. Top of the morning. Like I said, you gotta really be mindful of that. You got some women again, I really wish y'all would change that dynamic in thinking. Just because you might have been raised a certain way, that don't mean you have to keep the cycle going. And again, that's no fair notion to anybody who are trying to be in their kid's life because of those type of situations. And I know it happens on both ends, but it's rare you hear it on the man's end. You hear it more on the woman's end. They the ones being vindictive. They're the ones that's being this. And my whole thing, I ain't trying to cause no division with what I'm saying, but I'm just keeping it logical and I'm calling it down the middle. Some of y'all fellas gonna have to get yourselves intact. Some of you women gonna have to get yourselves intact on all notions. Like I said, some of y'all fellas say y'all love your family. If you love your family that much, you keep yourself out the penile system and outside of the grave until the near time for the Lord calling you. See, shouldn't be no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Again, there's just some things in life you're gonna have to put all your little shit aside and focus on the main important picture. And now again, some of you parents, you walking around here like your shit don't stink, but meanwhile, one of your kids could be the neighborhood terror or could be the possible neighborhood terror. But if you're not in tune with yourself and you ain't in tune with them kids, you always going to overlook something or underlook something. I'll see you, Layla. Blessings. Top of the morning, sis. And like I say, you got to think about that. These kids deserve a better chance regardless of what. And if some of y'all feel y'all can't do the jobs, hence why they have adoption. Hence why you could just, if you feel you want to even give up your rights, which I feel that's even corny. You shouldn't give up your rights to nothing. But then again, some of y'all need to give up your rights because it's proven day in and day out. It's part of the reason why some of the fucking things are happening in the community. Some of y'all got real bad drug habits and refuse to kick it. And honestly, if it's like that, you don't deserve to be bringing no kids in the world, period. I'm just saying, it's crazy. And then I feel like this. If some of y'all are choosing the drug over your kid, then it goes to show you where your priorities is at. And then guess what? Again, when that kid does get a certain age, they're going to resent you. They're going to resent you in any way, shape, or form because instead of you being a parent, you want to be a fucking drug addict. One of my niggas recently, he came out here to visit some family and he visited everybody except for his mother and father. But I don't blame him because the mother and father was both a sack of shit. Excuse me for saying it like that. They both was. You're both junkies. You're both doing shit you know you ain't supposed to be doing. You both had kids in situations where it could have been dire. So yeah, I don't blame him. Regardless to what was what, I don't blame him because they could have been the repeated cycle of drugs and infestation fucking up the family. You already? So like I said, it's just sad. And those notions, I can see you resenting the kids resenting you because nigga, how much of a parent could you possibly been, regardless of what, when these are the things you was doing? Shoot, I know at one point they was almost homeless. That's what I'm saying. Like when you letting drugs affect everything, you need to just give your kids the people that's gonna fucking be able to do right by them until you get yourself right. And I feel like if you ever have a heavy drug problem, a kid should not be a fucking option in that equation at all. Sorry, I just think different. And I feel like when I'm here, I'm going to keep bringing up awarenesses and bringing education. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep building on one notion or another. It don't matter if it's inspiring others to keep doing what they've been doing or whatever. This is what I'm fucking here for. And again, this is what you're going to hear out my mouth. And it's gonna be raw and uncut because at the end of the day, it's a strong fucking view right there. And these are topics that you will see on a day in and day out. Like I said, no kid should be out and about during school hours hanging on corners, selling drugs, doing any of that shit. You're supposed to be inspiring these kids to do better. How the fuck can they do better when some of y'all adults ain't even showing them how to do better? And it don't just gotta be the parent. Again, it takes community to raise children. Fuck out of here. My bad, y'all. About to say, really? Both coming from opposite directions? Get the fuck out of here. That's one thing I wish could get eliminated. This fucking siren blew my eardrum just now. But yeah, you know, it's crazy. My bad for all the loudness in the back, y'all. Hence why I said a nigga can never run out of fucking content when he out and about. I should have been knocked the fuck out of sleep knowing I just worked. But I couldn't sleep because I wanted to finish this part off today. And I'm going to finish it. You know? And it's sad, like I said all in all, because how can you expect the dynamics to change? How can you expect the wheels to move forward if you niggas is fucking holding up traction? You know, like you gotta really like start putting your best foot forward. Start thinking before you do. That was something we was taught years ago. Think before you do things. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a prime example. I don't give a damn how much of a build and how much of a attraction I might have to somebody. If I know for a fact I ain't prepared for that 9 months later, what you think I'm going to be doing? Using them damn protection. That's what the fuck I'm going to be doing. Some of y'all don't give a fuck. And then when it comes to these situations, now y'all both stuck. I done seen situations where both people look like they wasn't ready to be parents. Yeah, but that's because you was thinking outside of the fucking, you was thinking outside of just lust. You was thinking outside of the lines of, all right, I'm just gonna fuck. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I'm good. My pull-out game strong. Nope. Like, come on now. Yo, Cherokee, you already know. Salute, my guy. Appreciate y'all all for tuning in. And see, some people might call this ranting. No, nigga, it's called bringing awareness and education, fool. I'm just passionate how I do it. Think whatever you want to think and smoke whatever you want to smoke. But guess what, nigga, you still gonna get all this smoke because this is what's coming out. Half of you people that think shit ain't real, that's how I know you motherfuckers ain't outside. Or even in tune with what's going on in the real world. Because if you was, those shits would never utter out of anybody's mouth. Nigga, you lying. You always talk. Bitch, how about you come outside and see it for yourself, fucker? Like, get out your house and do something and see for yourself what I be talking about. You go outside in your own areas, you're gonna see certain shit that you know what you wish would change. And you trying to push for that change regardless. Fuck out of here, man. This is as raw as I'm gonna get. Because when it comes to shit like this, I'm passionate about that. Really am. Feel every young person deserves a fighting chance in life. Doesn't matter if they're kids or if they're young adults. Everybody deserves a fighting chance in life. But if you're not going to be able to break the cycles, then it's never going to fucking change. Yo, true. Top of the morning, my guy. I said, I always felt like that. Like, if you could push your kid to the streets, then you should have never had no kids because you're still for the streets. And I don't give a damn. I'm calling down the middle, male or female. If you could push your kids to the streets, or if you could overlook what your kids is doing and you know they in the wrong, then what does that say about you? You was never ready to be a parent in the first place. Don't wait till down the line when it's too late. Now you want to be a parent to the rest of your kids. No. Should have did all of that when all of them was together. I'm really starting to see that it really is not just each one teach one, but I'm really starting to see that the world is so fucking desensitized that it's sad. It's real sad, man. It's like I said, I'm still a little ticked off from yesterday. And when I do see Shorty, I'm definitely about to check her about her kid. Next time your kid come to me saying he got, I don't give a fuck. Your kid shouldn't even be out here. Number one, doing anything but being in school, not hanging with the adults, not trying to be an adult so fucking quick, and definitely not wasting their time and precious energy doing shit. Do something constructive. See, that's the problem when some of y'all parents hear that shit coming from somebody. Oh, you can't tell me about my kid. You gonna tell me how to? Y'all going from an emotional standpoint when I'm going from a logical standpoint. That's why certain things I just don't say. You don't want to hear logic? All right. You don't want to hear knowledge of truth? All right, bet. I'm gonna let you argue and feel stupid. Because then when it's all said and done, yo, that brother was speaking some truth. Yo, this motherfucker said some shit that really, yeah, it should resonate with everybody. How the hell have we become so desensitized, man? Seriously. Like, explain that to me. Majestic salute. And I appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel. I see y'all in here. It goes to show you, like, morals out the window, integrity out the window, strength, unity, passion out the window to some degrees. And I can't say it's fully out the window, but certain shit is starting to fade fast. Just like I said, if you could push your kids to the streets, or if you that busy in your life that you're not paying attention to your kids, you can't get upset when your kids get fucking lost in the streets. Because if you really didn't want them lost in the streets or in that type of field, you'd have been on their necks about shit, especially going to school, especially when you only just 14, 15. Take your ass to school and learn something. Sorry to sound like that. Wasted potentials a lot of times because motherfuckers don't want to do right. I'm raw about that because I really feel like this is the reason why the ball has been dropped so badly on here and why this world is the way it is. It's crazy. Like I said, that notion that you got to be in the streets, I don't know. That's a whole nother fucking thing to open. But it's just, it goes with what I told you. How do you expect things to change if y'all not pushing for change? You can fucking cry all day, but if you ain't really trying to be on the forefronts and try to see some things happen, it's never going to happen. And see, regardless to what scale I stand on certain things, I will still stand on it. And I'm still standing on what I said earlier. I will definitely be checking Shorty because I'm going to tell her, your kid is too young, first of all. And second of all, he shouldn't even be coming to no adults, especially adults that he know. Watched him come out the womb. Told me I got bud if you need it. I don't need no bud from none of y'all niggas. I got my own fucking supply, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Like, what are we doing here? And I feel like it's only the select handful of adults that actually stand on what they stand on when it comes to these kids. I don't try to be friends with nobody kids. Not saying it like that, but no. Not gonna be yo, you want some of this liquor? Yo, you want some of this weed? Yo, son, if you want to go do this, yo, you go. No, I'm not doing that. Cause then what the fuck example am I setting? You know? Might curse like a sailor, but at least you know I'm speaking with some truth and I'm speaking with some fucking passion that needs to be spoken. Cause sometimes you can't be nice on it. You gotta be an asshole. I'm sorry to say it. You have to. In order for people to understand certain things, you gotta really come at them like you really in the streets. It's crazy. A lot of you parents should want to. A lot of y'all should want y'all kids to reach for the highest goals in the fucking planes and just make something work. I believed in that. You work, you do what you gotta do for your family, provide for your family, build them up, so when they get in the world, at some point when it's time, they can take care of you properly. That's how it's supposed to be. We all supposed to be taking care of each other at some points in our lives, man. Regardless to what you want to hit. But like I said, I know what it is to a degree. It's not just pride, it's also fear. Some of y'all still fear and still worry about what society says you should be doing or what shouldn't be done. You as a parent know what needs to be done. So you never let no type of anything tell you how to instill punishment on your kids. Again, when you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And a lot of y'all scared to whip your children. That's why some of your kids is running around here now before a certain age, cursing people out wild crazy. I just had to tell this little boy the other day, the boy not even 10 years old. Oh, little, what? He ain't say it to me. But I'm just saying that for the fact that I heard it out his mouth, and I ain't never heard this kid curse like that. This nigga was cursing like he ain't had no tomorrow. But I guarantee you one thing, he ain't been cursing no more after that day. And I ain't have to say nothing to him. He just seen me come around that corner, his whole shit changed. It's, oh shit. Yeah, because nigga, I know your parents personally. Still rocking with your parents. I be at your house every other day. So I know your parents know you ain't out here cursing. If they did, they would be on your neck. Sometimes I don't gotta say much. Certain things, oh shit. Yeah. Just know I seen everything. Come on. And even when you ain't the parent, guess what? If you know somebody kid wild now, you know them personally. That's why I told him, I say, yo, bro, you know you bugging right now. So all I had to say to him was, oh, bro, you know you bugging right now. And that's why he put his head down in shame, because he already knew. I know for a fact your parents ain't raised you that way, and they ain't raising you that way. Both of them is fucking stern parents, but they good parents. So like I said, some of y'all do what you do when you get outside of the realms of your parents and you feel that it's comfortable. But then guess what? Certain things you're going to get into that you ain't going to be able to get out. Your parents going to have to come get you out of that. And a lot of y'all youngins need to understand that too. You want to be out here being grown. You want to be a hustler. You want to be this. You want to be the stick-up kid. All right. When that jail time come or that casket come, it's already going to be too late. And if you ain't built for either or, your ass don't need to be in the streets. Your ass need to be in school, learning something, doing something with yourself, building yourself up, period. Hey, Nicole, blessings. Again, for those who just tuned in, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And again, peace and blessings to everybody who's tuned in, including the Shadow Watchers. Y'all already know what it is. Definitely was going to finish this off today. Because yesterday I really wanted to go in, but then again, I just was kind of out of it then. So I was like, you know, it is what it is. Again, like I said, a nigga like me can never run out of topics. And even if I'm bringing back up certain topics, because there's always new fucking dynamics added to it. So again, when you got somebody living in real time outside of this app, you can't tell a nigga what he don't see. Fuck out of here. Like, you crazy. And again, I appreciate you, Angel, for dropping those links. You appreciate that. Like I said, some people would think, oh, he on a rant today. Nah, if you want to consider me speaking truth, bringing awareness, and just trying to wake up the people the best way possible, a rant, then yeah, I'm ranting every fucking day until I feel like I don't want to rant no more. They wouldn't even say it's a rant, because there's certain things I actually stand on, and I will still stand on that shit. I will stand on it firm. Facts, bro. I ain't even see you pop in, my guy. Salute. It's the truth, though. You know, there's a lot of things some people got to understand. You want to change the dynamics on things. You want to break certain curses. Sometimes you're going to have to be a part of that. You're going to have to help break it. But if you're just going to sit back and watch it happen, then hey, you can't fucking cry about it. You can't. Shit crazy, man. Like I said, some of y'all parents need to be ashamed of yourselves because again, if your kids is out in the streets when they should be in school, what does that say about you? And I don't want to hear that, oh, but the generation now is the parents is younger. Yeah, I understand that. But even back in the day, you had people who was young parents, but then again, you had young parents who at some point got it together for the better of their kids. And some of y'all figure y'all would do it. But then some of y'all don't. And then some of y'all watch your kids slip through the cracks in your fucking own face. But then want to cry and look for outreach when something happens to them. No. Where the fuck was that energy when you were supposed to be there? I don't see that one, do you? I'm just saying, shit crazy, man. And I respect all the parents who are doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't care if you are not the best parents, but as long as you keeping a roof over your kids' head, you making sure they in them books, you making sure they doing what they gotta do, I can respect that more than anything. Even if your kids decide when they get old, they're gonna make their own decisions in life and be who they want to be, so be it. But all in all, for those who know they keeping them kids the way they need to keep them kids, may God continue to keep y'all strong and continue to keep y'all doing what you're doing. Keep doing the things that work for you. Shit don't make no sense. And I'm sorry because these shit like that that'll piss you off. A whole young kid that should have been in school trying to inspire to be somebody on the corner with a bunch of old heads talking about some y'all got that bud if you need it. If you don't get the fuck out my face. Now see the old me, I'd have did some grimy shit. Oh, word, you got bud, let me get that. Let me see what you got. Word how much? And walk right off with your shit, nigga. And especially if I knew who it belonged to, I'm walking over your shit, nigga. You gotta come see me, nigga. I ain't gonna touch your shit, but just know it's gonna be here. And you know you're gonna get a stern word when you hear me, when you see me. Shit. I see you cutting up already. It is what it is. I see you cutting up already. Yeah, like I said, for those who y'all know, like I said, just drop the links, you know. And again, for those who might be new here, some days you're gonna have to pop up in this chat to let me know that you're new here. And some days I don't even want you to fully participate, but you're gonna have to let me know you're still here. Because at some point I'm doing some spring cleaning. And not on that lines of griminess, just I feel like this. If you're not gonna really be here and you're not really gonna support a nigga the way I'm trying to support, then I don't need you here because that's fake building. I don't need that. Anything else, I'm doing what I gotta do because it benefits me, but it also benefits people along those lines. You know, drop them links, show each other some love. Like I said, new ones, some of y'all gonna have to pop up, whether you content creators or not. Like I said, I'm just doing a whole revamp of joke. I'm on a whole revamp of shit. And I ain't lose not a near thing yet. Nicole, I know I ain't Nicole, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with all of y'all. I'm just saying in general. It's just some things, like I said, you don't know who's actually new to the channel, and half of these people ain't even showing up. Or at least saying, y'all, I'm new to the channel, I like the content, something. Like I said, it is what it is. If you don't like what's being bought here, you don't like how the content is being bought, then you don't have to be here. I don't force nobody to do shit they don't want to do. But the one thing that should be forced is you parents starting to be parents. And I ain't saying for the good ones. The rest of y'all that know for a fact your kids is out here wilding, you need to be a parent at some point. Don't wait till shit happens. Then now you want the soberness, you want this, you want the sympathy. No. Because again, where was all of that before these tragedies happened? Like I said, everybody's entitled to be themselves. But guess what? When you got kids, you got to think outside the lines of yourself. And some of y'all parents are still thinking for self. Because just like I said, you mean to tell me out of this many kids that you got, only maybe 2 or 3 of them are going to school, everybody else is just doing what they doing? Nobody's getting an education, no type of punishment, backlash, nothing. That's all I'm saying. Start thinking outside of the fucking realms and really get yourselves in tune. And there should be a public service announcement to some of you parents who are young out there. At some point, there are going to be certain things you're going to have to just fucking change and break the dynamics so you can have a better future for you and yours. Whether you want to hear that shit or not. So I try to encourage everything I could possibly encourage. Like I said, if I was a person that was sitting on lots of money, the only time you'll catch me on is, yo, if y'all really serious about this, down, and third here, information for things you might be interested in or people might be interested in. It's called giving opportunity. It doesn't matter if it's just in your hood or wherever. Some of y'all can make a difference worldwide, in particular if it's just the smallest things. Just like I said, there's certain things that they always just focus on the negative. That's why I don't really watch the news. I don't even really read newspapers. When I do, half of the shit is always something. It's always some sort of drama. Prime example, last night, I think somebody got stabbed out here in my area. Fucking cops is out here wild crazy. Now it just got to work. So there's always going to be something going on. Hence why I said some of you parents that know you got kids under the age of 18, make sure they ass is in the house before a certain time. Because these streets really get fucking deadly before midnight. And if you really care and love your kids like you claim, you would try to do everything possible to make sure they following rules and regulations that's supposed to be followed in that household. And if they can't follow it, then you got 2 options. You either going to send them off to boot camp or you're going to send them off to a family member that you know ain't playing that shit. And best believe at some point they are going to change their whole mindset and they thinking. But if you just going to let everything pass, then guess what? Your kid is basically another casualty of war. I said it like how I said it because it's the truth. You don't give a fuck about how your kids come up in life, then you didn't give a fuck about yourself in the first place. And honestly, you shouldn't have even had no kids. And if you was going to do all of that shit, even if you did slip up, all right, you got an option. You either going to be a parent or you going to give the kid up to somebody that's going to be there for them until you get yourself right. There's nothing wrong if you know you really can't handle nothing right now and you got to give them up to somebody. Best to give them up to somebody in the family because at least you know you ain't got to go that hard to try to get them back when it's time to get them back. I see you, straight blessings. Top of the morning, sis. Well, you got to understand that. There's too many dire consequences. How many young lives got lost out here in these streets because these kids trying to be something that they know the fuck they ain't built to be? Like I said, yes, I know when they get a certain age and they start making their own little decisions in life, the only thing you could do is pray and hope that they fucking get the picture and don't go down a super bad path where it can end up being a destruction. Not supposed to be destroying your lives. It's supposed to be enjoying every moment of it and trying to do what you can while you here. Some of y'all be so quick to want to go to the grave so quickly. It's like, be happy that you woke up to at least breathing and seeing the people that you really love and care about. So I say, I don't see how some of y'all could wake up some morning. How y'all wake up some mornings feeling so fucking evil when the man upstairs and gave you a clear day to be blessed. Get yourselves out of these damn negative mindsets and these fucking negative thinkings and get back to what you knew. You know? Like I said, you know, Vanessa, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you might not have a channel, and I'm gonna say this like I say to a few people. Even if y'all not content creators, but y'all got subs, at some point, if you feel that's what you want to do, content, then by all means, you bring what content works for you. And if you're not going to be a content creator, then you know it is what it is. Can't force nobody. I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. I can give you advice and inspire you to try to do it if that's what you want to do. I already inspired 2 people, and I'm glad they still doing what they're doing now. I inspired a few people to do different things outside of just this. So again, I feel like I'm here for some sort of inspiration. You know? But if for some of y'all that do want to start, like I said, you bring whatever content works for you. Doesn't matter. And you stay consistent. You stay doing what you gotta do. You eliminate all the negative shit that you know you need to eliminate and continue to push for greatness. That's all you can do. See, I give that much hope and positivity that anybody can do anything they want to fucking do if they just set their minds to it and just do it. And some people say I can't do this. I can no. You. It's not that you can't. You have the notion that you won't do it. You can do anything that you set your mind to, long as you got eyes to see, ears to hear, and you still got fingers to touch and do whatever. You can put yourself in anything. You have a mind. You have clear vision on what you want. Set yourself forward and you do it. That's it. You don't let nothing hold you back. You know. And some people, like I said, had channels but wasn't doing content. Got some people who thought about doing it but didn't want to do it because they see what the hell they see on every damn social media platform. And it's always almost the same shit. So that will discourage people from wanting to do anything on here. But if you know you got something you want to bring to the world and you know it is something that could be helpful or knowledgeable or whatever, then do so. You know, support goes a long way, but also just genuine love and just genuine strength in your faith it take you a long way. No, I ain't trying to be no damn preacher. No, I'm not trying to. No, but I am trying to spark a change some way, somehow. So, like I said, I'm going to always have something to bring to this damn table. If you want to, if you want to say this is like real time, then it is. I'm bringing real shit. I'm bringing something to the table. I'm bringing you food, not just for your mind, but for your soul. And that should fucking wake up anybody that needs to be woken up right now. Like I said, we are in a real dire time. And again, you would like to see some of these curses and you would like to see some of these teachings that have been taught to us unwashed and unraveled. But then again, when you got people so far in and they don't want to hear nothing logical, you're always going to get some sort of resistance. But then again, I always said resistance only going to hold you but so much. When you that strong willed and you that determined for things to move and change, you're going to move everything out your way and make it happen. And the one thing I always said, anything is good as far as trying to spark change or trying to bring some sort of light to things. Education and awareness is the most important things, especially for these younger folks now. So right here, that's already something. You know, you can always bring something. And I feel knowledge and any type of fucking how you say it, any type of experience that you know you might have experience in that could possibly help and change or help people move forward, especially people who might want to move forward in certain things. You don't block that knowledge from them. You try to give them as much as you can and let them sail off on their own when it's all said and done. You know, you have to teach. And at the end of the day, a lot of the teachings that was taught, we already see to some degree, we knew it was we knew it was bullshit. And then the shit that we are starting to see now, it's clear as day. Some of this shit that was being taught is still bullshit. But again, if nobody is willing to really stand up on the forefronts, then change will never happen. Again, some of y'all parents will have to change your mindsets on how to be parents. Because again, your kid should not be outside at no 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning talking about I got bud for sale. When that little nigga or that little nigga, excuse me for saying it like that, should have been in school. Now I can't even get mad because I'm not thought about it. Your background set it off. So even if I was coming at you as far as on a calm, stern level, I know how people like to get emotional. So I'm just gonna let that ride out. But I know if the next time that kid come to me and say that shit, yeah, I'm taking you to your mother, and then I'm gonna tell her, look, I don't give a damn what you doing, but your kid need to do better. And the next time he come to me talking about I got bud for sale, I'm just gonna take everything off him. I don't care who it belongs to, your man, whoever. It will be tucking, and you can come see me about it later. Shit. Like I said, some of y'all adults, whether you these kids' parents or not, need to start setting better examples. Hey, vegan kitty blessings, top of the morning. Now, this is something that you really need to take into consideration and don't let go of your head. Because guess what? When the ball done dropped and everything's said and done, the smoke clears and the ashes blow away, you won't realize you done missed and done burnt up half of your fucking foundation because you wasn't on point with shit. Start getting in tune with your kids. Again, this is why it's supposed to be watchful eyes everywhere, especially when it's coming to the youngins. Because the youngins will end up getting into some shit. And if the fucking adults don't know, guess what? Now we have another casualty. We have another situation that shouldn't be had. And it's real sad, man. At some point, when do y'all get it? But then some parents will sit here and try to, oh, the streets killed my baby. No, you got part to do with your baby's death too because you wasn't on point. Now, don't get me wrong. We have seen instances where kids have gotten killed in the crossfire and didn't mean to get hit in the crossfire. Those situations is different because nobody's expecting that shit. No parent is expecting that. But as far as everything else as a parent, you should be expecting or always expect the unexpected sometimes. But then again, if you're moving in faith, you moving strong and you know what you're doing, you won't really have much to worry about. But some of y'all have things to worry about because you're still trying to be down. You're still trying to be, look, once you got kids, some of that shit that y'all doing, you want to have to cut it short. You was partying every night, cut the parties out. Unless you know you got free from the kids for that weekend or something like that, certain shit, put to a halt. Get to that bag, do what you gotta do, raise your family. Little Mario, salute, my guy. I could have swore I just seen you earlier in the chat, but again, salute, my guy. You know, but this is something that I said it's always gonna be a hot topic because we see this shit day in and day out. And it's sad that you actually have some parents who will encourage their kids to do evil shit. They will encourage their kids to be basically a menace. Like I told people, you just got to try to set the best examples possible, even if it's the smallest ones. But again, nobody could call themselves a parent if your kids are more in the streets than they are in them books. Kids are supposed to be educated at all costs. They are the little vessels. They soak up a little bit of everything, including knowledge. My bad, y'all. I had to let that off though. because it really should dawn on people that it's not a game no more. It's really not. You can't cry about change. You can't cry about certain things that keep happening if y'all not trying to prevent these things from happening. Like I said, some of y'all scared to discipline your kids when you should be disciplining them anytime they have done something that they know they shouldn't be doing. I don't care how old they get, even when they get into their teens. You still have to discipline your kids. Even if the dynamics got to change about you beating your kids when they get a certain age. All right, well, you still got to discipline your kids. And if they can't get it right, then you know what to do. As a parent, you're going to have to do the right thing. Yeah, Angel been doing her thing this morning, you know. But I always said that too, you know. You got to definitely, got to strive for greatness, man. It's never too late to try to strive for something. Even when it comes to some of y'all parents, you could do a little better than what you don't. As far as you know, you can fucking stop your kid from possibly being another number in the system or another person in the grade. But if you ain't even going to take the time out to revamp and reinvent yourself, then how the hell could you be in tune with anything in life, including your own family? You know? Yeah, and I appreciate her for doing that. But some of y'all already know if y'all got them little blue magics. Sometimes y'all don't even got to drop links. But then again, I know it does help because people who are watching might want to sub up. So you know, I just really believe that at some point, gonna have to fucking change everything that we've known and try to change it for the better. Some of y'all gotta stop preaching ignorance and hate. That's another certain situations happening now. Too much division, too much everything else. That does not help people build. And guess what? As much as some people might not want to have to go to war on certain things, you're gonna have to just go to war on certain things. But it is necessary. Because yeah, war doesn't just bring pain, but it also brings peace and love. You're gonna have to fight certain injustices, especially if you want to see the love and peace happening, and if you want to see growth and change. Hence, why you have to be on the battlefield. You can't half-ass it. It's either you all the way in, or you just gonna be a sideline. That's it. Oh fuck, that don't matter. I drop something, but I don't need it. I don't need it. Uh huh. Always late for church. Now I'm messing with you. Top of the morning score. Well, shoot, we on the same time. Afternoon, sis. You know, I just all in all feel like that. Anytime you can feel somebody is ranting when they just basically breaking down what the fuck we see every day, then what does that say about you? What do you do? Because honestly, I feel certain things that I see on here is not really helpful. All it just proves is that there's always going to be separation and division because you're always going to have people so worried about this shit and not worried about the real things at hand. That's why I said I can't stray away from what the fuck I'm doing. I could bring whatever to this channel, but I ain't going to stray away from the main shit I came here for. And I just realized today made it a whole fucking year. I think I've been doing content. Kind of a milestone. Kind of a milestone. You know, that's just me. That's how I feel. You know, And I have not strayed away from anything I've said, regardless of what has happened here. Not one thing, and I mean not one thing, has been changed. I might have added a couple little things to the little thing now, but other than that, nothing has changed from any of the messages that I spoke about. Again, I refuse to fucking not use what God gave me to try to at least bring something to the table. My bad, y'all. Almost muted the damn mic by mistake. But yeah, like I was saying, you gotta fucking set the bar. Gotta set the bar a little high. Like I said, every little bit that you do, even on a positive tip, it does go a long way. I know, sis. Like I said, I know certain ones, y'all doing a multitude of things, and I do appreciate y'all when y'all tune in. Whether y'all here for a hot minute or y'all just here for a few, don't matter. Long as y'all heard something. And like I said, it ain't nothing to catch a replay. Long as the message got across and everybody's hearing what needs to be said, I'm good. But all in all, like I said, this is something that should be prevalent. And it should be right to the facts with it. Some things you're gonna have to break. Some change you're gonna have to really dismantle. And if you want to see change in the most best way, gotta get out there and do it. Like I said, you can't cry about change if you ain't trying to be a part of change. Even when it comes down to certain things like going to these community meetings and voicing your opinions on certain things they trying to bring in here, et cetera, y'all should be standing on that. Some of y'all cry about the simplest things that we know could get changed if some of y'all would really go to these meetings or at least just really be vocal on shit. You're gonna have to. Like I said, I'm here. I'm gonna be vocal about a lot of different things, but I know how to bring a balance. Some people be caring about views. Some people care about how many people. I don't care how many people watch it. I don't honestly care. Numbers don't mean shit to me. What means to me, number wise, is the amount of people who actually got the message and actually are trying to put their best foot forward. That's the only numbers I worry about. Other than that, I don't really care about nothing else. But trying to get this workout, and that's it. I'm doing it the best way possible, the way I see fit, the way it works for me. So, said combos like this, always gonna have. Damn, my fault, y'all. I got distracted for a second. Something smelled too damn good out here. Got me hungry already. But I'm dropping the link in case anybody want to pop up and give their view and opinion on something. I ain't gonna be on here but for so long. Yeah, I'm about to actually find out what the hell I want to eat today, and just gonna sit back and relax for a minute. Like I said, when I drop links in the chat, like I said, I know some of y'all definitely have things y'all can add to the damn convo. I don't care if you ain't a panel hopper. I'm not even gonna say that. Some of y'all don't hop on panels. I can respect that. But for those who know they be wanting to say something, this platform is open for that. Like I said, don't get me to talking for hours because I could bring up any and everything in that one topic and still cover the main topic. I have a balance. Like I said, just try to do what you can do on the possible note. You know, you want to have to. Like I said, some of y'all can't cry and mope about change if you're not going to be a part of it. Something that should resonate with everybody. The longer y'all keep letting the change stay, the longer we're going to keep having these same type of situations happening. Like I said, start getting in tune, not just with yourselves, but your family as a whole. Period. Before you know it, just as soon as it's dead, it could be gone. And you ain't gonna know what the hell happened. But then again, you knew what happened. You knew what was going on, and you didn't stand on it. So, gotta take that into consideration. Like I said, want things to be better. You gotta inspire to be better. You know, nothing more, nothing less. Just try to do the best things possible, even if it's the smallest things. That's better than doing nothing.
No, no, mira. Hey.
Like I said, try to be the best possible person for 2023. That's all you can possibly do at this point. And try to inspire the best ways possible and try to make change the best way possible. They always say, oh, one person can't do it alone. You're right. But if everybody got together and got on the same notion, it wouldn't be just one person. Don't let that go over your head neither. You can only build and really try to move forward with people that you know for a fact is on the same page. And if they're not on the same page, and there's just no sense of even trying to build with them. Might as well build along with the people you try to build along with, and that's it. Mm-mm. Gnostic Chef. Hold on one second. All right, my bad. Again, for those who just tuned in, you already know, hit the like button. New to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And again, don't forget anything that I said just now. Some of y'all parents are gonna have to get a real rude awakening. And that rude awakening shouldn't have to cost you one of your kids or one of your family members. Especially if you know you could be doing the right things by them to keep them where they need to be at. Open your eyes, take a close look at things, listen and receive when messages are being said, and just move from there. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh shit, I see you, Angel. Steak and vodka. Oh shit. Don't worry, I want to see a picture later. No doubt, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Nigga, I got my pink runts and my Oreo cookie mix. I ain't got to see my plug for the next days. So I'm good. Just got finished, man. Shout outs to my plug. That shit just fucking put me in the right spot, too. Definitely did just now. You know, but don't let nothing I said go over your head. Multitudes of things can change if everybody would just wake up and get on the same page. If you can't even do that, how can you expect anything positive to happen? It's just something to really think about, y'all. So I wasn't going to keep y'all all morning. I'm actually about to try to figure out lunch as we speak. Your boy finally done walked for this hour before the rain. And yeah, time to get eating. But I appreciate y'all all for tuning in. I appreciate the replay game. Shouts to y'all. Shout out to the Shadow Watchers rocking with your boy. Y'all already know what it is. Ain't nothing changing over here. Still standing on my fucking swivel regardless. And for those who was in the chat, I always appreciate y'all for tuning in. Whether I drop the panel or not, I always appreciate y'all for tuning in because y'all could be rocking anywhere else. But you rocking with realness right now, and I appreciate that. And again, let nothing I said go over your head. In order to fucking make change, you have to get up off your ass and be a part of that change, whether you like it or not. If you want to see the youth do better, you got to show them better. That's all I can tell you. But again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know I'm going back live later. You know, might do something a little different, but again, it's always going to be something brought to this table. You know, whether you accept it or not, nothing is going to change on this channel. And if it's going to change, it's going to be because I changed it. Other than that, we in it. No doubt, appreciate y'all. You know. Again, hope y'all all have a blessed. I hope y'all all have a blessed and productive Friday. Y'all stay safe. You know, whether y'all work or not, y'all make sure y'all get to what y'all need to get to, and try to enjoy the rest of your day as much as possible. You know, keep that third eye open. Stay safe. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.